guys, hopefully you're doing well, enjoying the beautiful sunshine and looking forward to being back on the tennis court soon. So what I'm going to show you today is just a few stretches, a few warm-up exercises to make sure that you don't injure yourself when you're coming back. The first one I would recommend is just do like a nice jogging back and forth to the net a few times. Yeah, so maybe go jog and jog back, backwards back, then you can go in the side step, side step back. Okay, then you can go in a crossover step and crossover step back. Okay, next one could be arm circles forward and arm circles back. And then we can go into some dynamic stretches. So we could do hold and balance. So you go all the way to the net and then you come back. Keep executing. Hold and balance. Yeah, very important that you don't hold the stretch for too long, because you want the dynamic short stretches, maybe 2 seconds long. Another one you can do is down. Yeah, so you start at the net and you come down and you just keep doing that all the way to the net and back again. This has to be really short and no pain. There should be no pain. Okay, once you've done the mobility or the dynamic stretching, you want to go into some mobility exercises to mobilize sort of all your joints. So you want to go in some arm circles, maybe go back, a few arm circles back, maybe about 10, forward, warm up your wrists, your elbows. And again, I'm just showing you a short version of this, but you can obviously do this a lot more repetitions. Go hips. Make sure that your back is nice and loose. Yeah, and this will help you loosen your back a little bit. Go the other way. Yeah, like that. Hips, very important. Yeah, wanna really mobilize your hips. This is one of the areas for tennis players that is overlooked, and it causes a lot of injuries. A lot of back injuries can come from very tight hips. Yeah. You go maybe 10 times back on both sides, and then you go 10 times forward on both sides. And you can do this stationary, or you can do it in more dynamic ways. So you could be actually walking as you're doing that. So instead of standing, you walk forward and you do your dynamic stretch and mobility together. Okay. So we've done shoulders, we've done the hips, we've done elbows and wrists. We haven't done knees. Yeah. So we go in the knees, do 10 knee circles, 10 knee circles back, and then we can go into ankle. And just turn your ankle. You can do it like this as well. Make sure you mobilize. So what you really want to do is imagine every joint in your body. Imagine your wrist, imagine your elbow, imagine your shoulder, imagine your hips and your knees and your waist. Imagine all of the joints in your body. So what you really want to do is you want to move them. You want to move all your joints so that they are nice and loose, and they're not. Now once you've done your sort of heart rate raising warm-up, your mobility exercises and your dynamic stretches, you get your racket and you go through the imitation. So I love this one because I make my students do this all the time. Yeah, so they have to go through imitation swings, not only after the lockdown or after 2 months of not playing, but actually every week. They do this every week. And you get in the correct stance, you bend your legs, you go through the movement. It helps your technique as well. I would say go through 20 forehands and then 20 backhands Yeah, maybe move into it, move back, and then move into it. And then once you've done that, you could go into a bit more dynamic movement where you're pretending you're hitting one forehand, one backhand. So maybe you could go forward and hit a nice forehand, recover back, and then move into it again, hit a backhand, and go back, split step, move into it, forehand, go back, split step, sideways, backhand, side step. Yeah, so you're joining all those different movements that you're going to be doing, but in a really gentle way, so that your body just kind of starts adapting to all these new movements. Well, new, they're not that new, but they're new now. If you haven't done them for 2 months, they are actually quite new for you now. Yeah, so and then you could do something even more dynamic where you're pretending maybe that you're serving and then doing a forehand approach and coming into volley. Yeah, so you could do maybe go back a bit in your garden on the tennis court, pretend you're light serve. Again, remember light serves, don't go crazy, just a later slow motion. Everything's slow motion at this stage. So you go nice forehand, nice serve, nice and high, move into forehand, backhand approach, volley, maybe smash, boom. Yeah, just like that, and then you repeat that a few times. Again, get ready. Imagine maybe you're returning a serve now. So get on, split step, boom, return, chop, coming in, boom, finish volley. Just like that. Yeah. And do a couple more. Yeah, maybe you go a bit more intensity. You gradually increase your intensity as you move into this. Yeah. So again, remember, I'm gonna maybe return a backhand serve this time. Yeah. So boom, backhand return, forehand coming in, boom, more dynamic, and we'll do a really dynamic one now. I'll pretend I'm serving. Forehand in, split step, boom, finish. Yeah. So as you can see, gradually ease yourself in. So hopefully you guys found it useful. So you're going to use this warm-up or a combination of this and your own warm-up in before your next game or before your next training session. And stay safe, enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you on court very soon.